Okay, I haven't done a live video in a while. I wasn't even certain I wanted to do a live video right now because I wasn't certain what format I wanted to make this video topic in. And I don't really know how many people are right now not busy because right now it's 4:56 p.m. So I don't know how many people are not busy and they'll be able to join the live stream right now considering it's like, in the middle of the day. It's not late night, it's not early. So basically, I'll just deal with whoever I have, whoever shows up. So right now, it looks like 7 people just popped up. Juan, Catalina, how you doing? So basically, the topic that I wanted to talk about, because I haven't made any videos about Bitcoin in a very long time. Hey, Tarzan Gray, how you doing? Haven't made any topics about Bitcoin in a long time because Bitcoin, as far as I was concerned, I wrote it off. I considered it dead. And the reason why I considered it dead was because when Bitcoin was on an atmospheric rise, the government wasn't involved with Bitcoin. And when they weren't involved with Bitcoin, people felt comfortable getting into it because the whole point of cryptocurrency in the first place is to keep transfers of money secret. Like basically the IMF, the American sanctions, and all of these racist policies that America has going on, along with other countries, what they basically do is they bully other countries into not supporting other countries. So, for example, Venezuela. Venezuela has all of the fucking oil on the planet. Venezuela has the largest oil reserves on the fucking planet. Yet, for some reason, Venezuela is so poor that young women have to sell their bodies for a sandwich. So the question is, well, why is that so? Hi, Corey, how you doing? Question is, why is that so? Why is it that all of these socialist countries who rely on their oil supplies, why is it that as soon as America gets involved, all of a sudden they go bankrupt and all of a sudden the people are forced into fucking prostitution and drug dealing and this, that, and other? Why is it that as much as America talks about free trade, why is it that all of the any oil country is always ripe for a fucking regime change or a fall? Why is that? Well, I could ask rhetoric. I could beat around the bush, but I'm not going to bother because it doesn't make sense to do that. It's a waste of time. Bottom line is, if America knows that you have oil, your economy is going to get fucked up. And if America wants to trade with your country, you're lucky. But if you don't want to trade with America, somehow or another, your regime is going to either get undermined or your whole country, your entire government's going to get fucked up. And they're going to come in there and fuck everything up. And the next thing you know, they'll blame you and say it's because you're a socialist. Meanwhile, you have all of the fucking oil on the planet to keep your people from starving. So what does America do? They force other countries to not trade with you. They force other countries to go against you, just like they did Iran, just like they did in North Korea. North Korea is a Chinese buffer zone. North Korea is under the control of China. We didn't mind going to China and sending our factories there in order to have slave labor making our iPhones and even beautiful monitor. You see this beautiful monitor? This beautiful Alienware monitor was made by some Chinese kid in some factory somewhere. And so is this beautiful plastic Alienware towel. All this shit's made in China, right? So what this country does is this country finds countries that it can enslave the labor force. We make all this cheap-ass Chinese shit there, and we pay those people damn near nothing. And as long as they don't, talk back or anything, everything's fine. We can have a 70-inch television for less than $1,000. But back to what I'm talking about, cryptocurrency. Venezuela, right now, America's fucking with Venezuela and fucking up their economy and doing everything they can to make it so their economy can't improve. That's a fact. Venezuela tried to get away from the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. They tried to make it so that they could actually use their money, spend their money, save their money without America or the IMF being able to fuck with it. So what did they do? They turned to cryptocurrency. Venezuela has a cryptocurrency called the Petro. Russia, I believe, supports it. China supports it, and that's one of the reasons why it can gain traction. America, what they did, now this is supposed to be a quote-unquote free trade and free economy, all that Republican talking point bullshit. But what do? The first thing they do is they say, yeah, well, guess what? It's illegal for you to trade the fucking petrol. So Venezuela's got all the fucking oil on the planet. So what do? Oh, we're not going to trade with Venezuela. We're going to trade with the Saudis, who, by the way, masterminded 9/11. we're going to trade with the Saudis, not Venezuela. Venezuela is one of our neighbors. It's right here. It's right next to us. Cuba is a neighbor. It's 90 miles off the coast. Yet Trump, with his bullshit and lies, comes out, oh, yeah, well, we can't, Cuba is not free and blah, blah, blah. America's not free. How the fuck you gonna tell me where I can't travel to when the Constitution says I have freedom of travel? How you gonna tell me I can't trade in another country's currency when I have freedom to spend my money the way I want? So basically, it's just hypocrisy and lies and conjecture. It's all bullshit, and that's one of the reasons. See, people ask me why are you so angry? Because I'm tired of fucking people's bullshit. So anyway. Facebook has a cryptocurrency coming. Now that I've gotten that little bit out of the way. Facebook has a cryptocurrency coming. Now, normally I would write this shit off and say, oh, this is bullshit. It's going to be another Bitcoin. It's going to end up bad. Thing about it is, even Bitcoin has been trying to make a comeback. Right now, Bitcoin is at $8,446. People, before the government got involved, they thought Bitcoin was going to be at $100,000 by now. That's one of the reasons why you don't hear anybody talk about it no more. You remember that guy Crypto Doug and Crypto Nick and all these guys popping up, and they were talking about, Bitcoin and how it's going to be the next big thing, and then they were trying to sell you all these altcoins like Ripple and all that shit. Yeah, for a little while, all of that stuff seemed like it was going somewhere. Problem was, as soon as the government got involved, they said, yeah, we're going to tax this shit, and you got to provide records and this, that, and other. Nobody's got access to fucking records to show every transaction of Bitcoin. That's bullshit. They knew it was bullshit, so once they got involved, they basically killed Bitcoin dead. They basically killed it. Facebook is not just a social media page. The problem is people actually think Facebook is a social media page. It's not a social media page. Facebook is propped up by the US government. Facebook is a data mining operation. Understand what that means. That means that when you go on Facebook, you post your photos, you post photos of your friends, you post your whereabouts. They collect all this fucking information. And it's funny because I remember I always heard that, the government's got some kind of supercomputer and they keep all your records and everything on it. That shit's not true. They don't have that. What they did was they create this social media bullshit and we force feed our information to them. They collect all of it and call it Facebook. This is a data mining operation. Instagram is a data mining operation. Anybody who attempts to compete against Facebook gets bought. Anybody, every single social network out there that attempts to compete with Facebook gets bought out. The second it gains traction, the second that it gets popular, either Facebook's going to buy it, Google's going to buy it, somebody's going to buy it. Then what you have is a centralization of data mining. So that means that now they don't have to have massive servers and massive computers. All they got to do is go to Facebook. So Facebook is propped up by the U.S. government. They might as well call it FBI book, like FBI. They might as well call it Facebook FBI book. Because the thing about it is they have so much information about your whereabouts and your friends and your family. They got fucking face recognition and shit. They know every time you post a picture, they know who you are and where you are simply because they got face recognition technology. I think the only people it doesn't work with is Muslims because the women wear those hijabs, cover up their face, so the most you can see is their eyes, which means that, okay, you know how we're going to beat you? We're going to make iris scanners, and we're going to make it so we can see your eyes now. And then we'll trick you all into being stupid, and you'll go out and buy a Google phone or some shit with an iris scanner, and now not only are you sending us your fingerprints, but you're sending us your iris scans too. So just because you got your hijab on, don't mean they're not going to know who you are. All they got to do is get one picture of your face and you're fucked. So basically that's that. So it's like if they didn't get your fingerprints from your cell phone, they got your face recognition from your iPhone. And if they didn't get your face recognition, they're going to get your iris scans. So even if you're covering up your face and you got a beard, it's not going to matter because you can't change your iris. Not unless you're wearing like contact lenses and shit made by like, James Bond. It's not going to work. So anyway, yeah, the New York Alex Jones. The thing about it is Alex Jones may be crazy and this, that, and other, but he's on to something. So bottom line is this. Facebook right now is $181 a share. I bought Facebook way back when that shit was in the low 50s. And I've held it. Some people kept telling me you should sell your Tesla stock, you should sell your FBI, your FBI. I said FBI. Some people said you should sell your Facebook stock. Thing about it is, I don't believe Tesla's going anywhere either, simply because Tesla is propped up by the government. If you look at Tesla stock, that shit has been on a roller coaster since day one. I've been complaining about it for years. 5 years. It took us a long time to hit over $300. And $300 was where I was looking to sell. And I had people telling me before $300, they were like, yeah, you should sell, you should sell. Thing about it is, Tesla is a green energy company selling cars all over the world at this point, and they're propped up by the government. When a company is getting its money from the government, you know what they say? They say the first rule of subsidies is when the government wants something and subsidizes it, they get more of it. If you want more welfare, you subsidize welfare, you get more welfare. If you want more war, you pay subsidies to war, you get more war. Tesla's getting money from the government. Not only are they getting money from the government, but the government's giving tax incentives. When they give you tax incentives to set up one of them power plants or those power chargers behind your house, that's the government basically handing out money. That's basically exactly what it means. The government's giving out money. So my bottom line is this again. Facebook's cryptocurrency. Let's just look at this. This story is by Rob Thurbton, and this Facebook cryptocurrency is coming next week. And I haven't made any cryptocurrency videos because I still don't trust Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin may have gone up from 5,000 to 8,004. But the thing about it is I don't trust Bitcoin as much as I do trust Facebook. Because the reason why I don't trust Bitcoin as much, a lot of people got jilted by Bitcoin because they thought that they were going to see really, really big money. Now, a lot of people did see big money, but once the government got involved, that shit was over. Now, here's the thing. Facebook is being used all over the world by all these young foreign women who are all hot and young and sexy and delicious and juicy. And these women have decided, I don't want the men in my country. I'm desperate for a foreign man, and I need a foreign man to get me the fuck out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post my booty on Facebook, and I'm going to show off all my assets. And I'm going to show off all my assets on Facebook, and sooner or later I'm going to land me a nice, wealthy foreign man, and he's going to get me the fuck out of here. He's going to take me back to America. And if we're not America, Canada, and if not to Canada, he's going to take me back to Britain, or he's going to take me to France or whatever. So these young females, these young, hot, delicious, gorgeous young women are coming online. Facebook is where they're going, posting their scooch, and they're like, you know what? I gotta get the fuck out of here. And that's what it's all about. And you know, American men, they don't want these American liberal feminazis anymore. Because look at Cuba Gooding Jr. God damn. How the fuck did they get Cuba Gooding Jr.? They got, where is it? Cuba Gooding Jr., the nicest fucking black guy ever. Some white woman accused him of grabbing her thigh and shit. It didn't even look like that really happened. Where's that Cuba Gooding Jr.? Cuba Gooding Jr. They got Cuba. How the fuck they get Cuba Gooding Jr. on some? Where is it? They got him on TMZ, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding. They show the surveillance photo. I watched that shit. I already watched it, right? He didn't fuck. They act like he's trying to rape someone.
Jr. is being charged with groping a woman.
Yeah, he didn't do that shit. Like, listen, he may have been drunk, but all of them looked like they were having a good time, and she didn't fight him, nothing. Like, it looked like he put his hand on her just to say hi, and then hours later, she fucking complained. Oh, look at this shit. This is bullshit. Look at this. That's her right there. Look at that. Come on. Now, if you were upset about that, you would have swept his hand away. You would have slapped him in his mouth, and you would have said, no, O.J. Simpson, get your hands off me. That's not what happened. Look at this shit. Lies. Look at this. She's up there touching his face and shit, and she's got her hand on his breast. Look at that shit. You saw that? Wait, let's go back. This liar. Look at this liar. Hold on. Liar. Look at this. What a liar. Look at this. So it looked like he just put his hand on her to say hi. And now look at this shit. Watch this. Look at this. You put your hand on his fucking face. And now look at her hand. Look where her hand is. She's up there grabbing his man chest. Come on, man. That's bullshit. And then they show the whole video. She waits like an hour. And this guy right here comes in and he's dancing and shit and gyrating because you know these guys can't dance. So this guy's shaking his ass. Everybody came there to have a good time, have some drinks, shake their ass. And she's up there gonna lie on Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. was in A Few Good Men. He is capable of no wrong. You liar. And look, she gets up. Look, does she look angry to you? Does she look like she's been attacked? No, because she's lying. Stop lying. Look at that shit. Liar. Wait. Let's go. Yeah, you're a liar. And then they show the part where she goes, "How you gonna get Cuba Gooding Jr., man? That's oh my god, liar." So anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so anyway, back to Facebook cryptocurrency. I don't even remember how I got to Cuba Gooding Jr. But anyway, with Facebook about to launch its new cryptocurrency, the social network has secured more than a dozen big name backers. This is why I can't concentrate because I'm drinking the Calypso Colada. You see that right there? Calypso Colada. See, I'm getting as drunk as Cuba Gooding Jr. right now. That's the reason why I'm not paying attention to this shit. I got the Calypso Colada right there. There you go. Nice and cold too. Look at that. That's the other one. See that right there? That one's going. So anyway. Okay, we first heard that Facebook might be developing its own virtual coin, referred to internally as Global Coin. That sounds stupid. I don't like that. Yeah, right now it's frozen, but I'm trying to unthaw it because I didn't realize that it would freeze because alcohol usually doesn't freeze because of the freezing point. Anyway, Global Coin. Over a year ago, though it had been investigating potential uses for blockchain technology, a new report by Wall Street Journal states that the crypto will debut as soon as next week and will be supported by more than a dozen companies, including Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, and Uber. Now, I don't know if Coinbank, because I still have Coinbase. Oh, Coinbase. I still have Coinbase, as you can see, it's right there. I got Coinbase, like right there. You see that? Coinbase? So I don't know how many of you guys still use Coinbase, but I still have mine. So the thing about it is, with Coinbase, if they get Global Coin, or however I can buy Global Coin, as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna take maybe $2,000 or $3,000 and I'm gonna buy some Global Coin, because the thing about it is, even if it goes up and then falls down, it's Facebook behind it. They can actually force people to start using Global Coin to pay for some of their goods and services. And there's a lot of people using Facebook because you got to remember, anywhere there's advertising, there's always going to be money. I'm surprised by now that Google and YouTube haven't started like a cryptocurrency. Because the thing about it is, YouTube, as you know, we get payouts from YouTube. Anybody who's a YouTuber and has a decent number of subs and has millions and millions of views, you know that we get paid and everything. So I'm really surprised that they haven't tried to make a cryptocurrency so that this way they can pay you with that, even though I'm happy getting US dollars when I get paid. Like every 23rd we get paid, 22nd or 23rd we get a check from YouTube. And my thing is, Global Coin, as much as I hate, because it sounds like an altcoin to me, the problem is it's backed by Facebook. Now, as far as how can you buy Global Coin, I'm again waiting for Coinbase to say that they allow you to buy Global Coin on Coinbase. But it says, what is it? It says it's been reported that Facebook's crypto is a stable coin, meaning it is pegged to the value of an underlying asset. Now, watch this. You remember what I was talking about? Usually government-issued currencies such as the US dollar. One of the problems with Bitcoin is Bitcoin was not pegged to anything. And listen, as much as I hate cryptocurrency right now, I can't say it's dead because the problem is there's a lot of people who are still trading with cryptocurrency. It's not dead, but it's not the Ponzi scheme we thought it was going to be last year either. I believe a lot of people are going to buy into this Global Coin, and I want to get into it too. So my thing is, I'm thinking the next Facebook check that I get should be about $2,100. I'm going to take that and I want to buy Global Coin with it. It says exactly what Global Coin will be used for is still uncertain. Even, see, that's the thing. Nobody knows what any of this shit means at all, But anyway, I'm going to buy low. Yeah, that's the bottom line. You buy low and you sell high. That's how it works. That's how you get wealthy off of stocks. I've been doing this for some time. Even some partners don't know how it's going to be used. It is still not entirely clear. even to some members of the consortium, how the coin will work or what their roles will be. The BBC writes that Global Coin will provide an affordable, secure way of making. Now, see, this is the key: an affordable and secure way to making payments, regardless of whether users have a bank account. A lot of people don't have bank accounts. There's a lot of people who still have to take their checks to those shitty check cashing places, and they get ripped off when they go to the check cashing places. They get ripped off for a large percent of their money. So the thing about it is, cryptocurrency might be able to change some of that, but the problem has always been with cryptocurrency that it's too volatile. Much too volatile to trust. That's why 2 years ago, a lot of companies delisted Bitcoin. They said, we don't want to take Bitcoin because the problem is if we take Bitcoin, we never know if the value is going to be way high or way low the next day. So we could actually end up losing money. Now, most companies that do trust Bitcoin, they want to get your Bitcoin. So they're willing to trade you goods and services for your Bitcoin because they believe that the Bitcoin value will go up. Like if anybody purchased anything with Bitcoin, like if you remember, people used to buy pizza with Bitcoin. A lot of people cashed in their Bitcoin early and they were buying Lamborghinis and they were buying McLarens and shit with their Bitcoin. Problem is, those things are so expensive that they're quickly depreciating assets. So when those Lamborghinis bust a wheel or a rim, or one of the McLarens, the engine gets fucked up, all of a sudden, nobody can afford to fix it. So they basically abandon those cars. And that's what you've heard. You've heard a lot of people who actually abandon supercars on the side of the road because the problem is they're too expensive to do anything with. So anyway, Bitcoin is nowhere near as stable as the euro or the US dollar simply because Bitcoin doesn't have a military industrial complex behind it. The US dollar will always be secure as long as we have the power to nuke other countries. The euro will always be secure as long as European countries have the power to go to war with other countries. Bitcoin has nothing behind it. If somebody hacks Bitcoin and steals all motherfucking Bitcoin, the simple fact of the matter is there ain't nobody you can do nothing. There's no insurance. There's no FDIC for Bitcoin. Nobody's insuring your Bitcoin up to $200,000. With at least the US dollar, if somebody breaks into a bank and steals all the money out of your account, at least you know the FDIC has you covered up to $200,000 on each account. So that's ultimately the problem. All of these are fiat currencies, but at least these have a military behind them. Bitcoin ain't got nothing behind it, and that's the reason why I can't trust it. So Facebook Coin has been in the news, and they were talking about right here, Wall Street Journal. So you got Facebook's cryptocurrency, Libra gets big backings, and this was today that this story was. So you're gonna have marijuana stocks. Well, the problem with marijuana stocks is right now marijuana is still technically illegal. Until marijuana is legal and you have companies come out big and say, yeah, well, we're going to put marijuana in all of our products. Like, let's say, Costco has Kirkland Signature. Let's say Kirkland Signature say, hey, marijuana's legal? Good. We're going to take this shit and we're going to fill brownies with it. And we're going to sell Kirkland Signature Costco brownies filled with marijuana. Do you know how much motherfucking money that Costco would make in hours? If we knew that Kirkland Signature was going to take weed and put that shit in their cookies and brownies, holy shit. I could make so much money in so little time by getting that Kirkland Signature stock or that Costco stock. I could make so much money that I could buy a Lamborghini and a McLaren. Problem is I can't fit in either one of them because they're too small. So my thing is, oh yeah, you say you wouldn't buy them, but most people would. Most people would. And all they got to do is color them green, so this way you know that they're marijuana brownies. But the thing about it is marijuana stocks, the problem that I always have with marijuana stocks is that it's illegal. The problem is, even though marijuana has been made legal in mostly white states like California and fucking Denver, Colorado, places here like New York City, which still remain predominantly non-white, they haven't made it legal here because they want to keep fucking with us and arresting us for bullshit. But I don't do drugs, so I don't have to worry about it because I don't do drugs. So when the cops try to lie to me and they say, hey, I smell weed in your car. I say, yeah, well, officer, if you smell weed, that's amazing because I've never smoked weed in my life. So you know what I'm telling you? If you want to take me down to the station and you want to shave under my arms and you want to submit my hair for a residue test, then we could put your badge on the line and then you can tell the judge that you said you smell weed. And meanwhile, we'll have my car tested for fucking weed and we'll have my underarm hair tested for fucking weed. and you can test my clothes. And guess what? When we walk out of that court, I'm taking your fucking badge, you pig liar. So anyway, as I was saying, Facebook has signed up more than a dozen companies, including Visa, MasterCard, PayPal Holdings. Okay, so if PayPal's in it, you know you can trust it. Because PayPal is a very secure payment method, just like MasterCard, just like Facebook. And it says Uber Technologies. Uber, you know, the people who drive you around and everything. Facebook connected to Uber. Basically, if you heard, Uber said that they were going to start rating passengers because, you know, it's bad if the passengers get to rate the driver, but the drivers have to deal with the passengers' hyperactive, savage bullshit. So the thing about it is now the Uber guys are going to be able to rate the passengers. So guess what that means? That means if you're Becky right here and you've got 1 star, nobody's coming to pick your ass up from the middle of the ghetto in the middle of the night after you get out of a party. So you better be on your best behavior when you get in the Uber cabs. It's just like these people getting the Uber cabs, they be throwing up and shit because they're so drunk that they couldn't drive home, obviously. So they get in the Uber cabs, they're laying in the back, and they throw up in the cabs. I've had to deal with that shit a couple of times. Somebody threw up in our Tesla Model X. What was that? That was like a week ago. We had these European hoes, and they were back there, and one of them fucking threw up in the back of the Tesla Model X. Do you know how hard it is to get the smell of vomit out of a car? You gotta scrub that shit with that Armor All for like a half hour. And I didn't have to do it, fortunately. But nah, man, it's like I can't wait to be able to rate these hyperactive savages getting in the cab and throwing out. What the hell's wrong with you? Control your liquor. Control your liquor. See, what we should have done, we should have left her at that club. And this way, when she goes missing, then they asked us, oh, well, why didn't you pick up? Well, she kept throwing up in the cabs. We weren't going to let her in there. So anyway, okay, talks with some of the partners are ongoing, and the group's eventual membership may change. The people added. A Facebook spokeswoman declined to comment. It has been a decade since Bitcoin was born. In 10 years, Bitcoin shot up to $19,000, and it's down now to $8,000. So I don't know. There's a lot of people who are still buying. No, I don't drive for Uber. I actually buy cars, and I rent to Uber drivers. So, some of the times you see me trolling these car lots, it's like I'm not just trolling a car lot. It's actually a business proposition if I can find cars cheap enough. But yeah, well, I'm a partner and we have drivers and they drive for us, but they need us to help buy the car because they don't have the credit. Because if they buy it on their credit, they have shitty credit. If you buy it on my credit, I got an 800 credit score. 800. So anyway, it is known, even to some members of the consortium, how the coin will work. It isn't known how it will work or what their roles will be. So here's the thing. I'm letting you know that Facebook has a cryptocurrency coming next week. And I'm letting you know that although I hate the idea of cryptocurrency at this point because, Bitcoin didn't make us the $100,000 mark it was supposed to. Even though I don't like it, I have to say, if you're able to get in low and you're able to get you some global coin, if you can hold on to it for about a year, I guarantee that global coin's going up. Now, I've made guarantees before because I made the guarantee long back when marijuana stocks when people first started. I told people to buy, BLOZF, right? I had people buy BLOZF. Now, here's the thing. Over 5 years, I had people buying it. I told people the first video I made, I was like, yo, BLOZF is 15 cents. Buy it at 15 cents. So what happened to it? Well, BLOZF, when I told people to buy it back at 15 cents, it went up as high as $2.90. A lot of people started selling off then because what they do is they make marijuana breathalyzers. Okay, it went up to $2.64. And right now, it's still down to 0.91 cents per dollar, but that's still up from the 15 cents that I told people to buy it. There was nothing to bet against. They make marijuana breathalyzers. No matter whether weed is legal or illegal, the cops are never going to let you be free with marijuana. They are going to treat it like alcohol. So that means if you're driving and a cop lies to you and says he smells weed, he's going to want to use a marijuana breathalyzer. And the marijuana breathalyzer... Where is it? The marijuana breathalyzer that they have, they've got a working unit from this thing. And the thing about it is, if they use that marijuana breathalyzer on you, they can give you tickets. They can give you tickets. That's what it's all about. That's all they want to do is they want to ticket the shit out of you. NYPD just committed suicide. Why did he do that? Why did he commit suicide? Is there a reason? Because usually they don't just kill themselves unless there's something to hide. Did he leave a note? Does anybody leave a note anymore? He was driving under the influence. Yeah. So bottom line is this: the marijuana breathalyzer that these guys have, like, you should read into it. But when they make this thing is gonna. They have a marijuana breathalyzer and it can detect THC on your breath. So when this thing gets built, you can bet. Yeah, I know you never heard of it. It's called Cannabix. What is it called? Cannabix marijuana breathalyzer, and Cannabix Technology makes it. And you should check it out because I bought into them a while ago. I'm still up from when I bought them. I don't really do many stock videos anymore because the problem is, because of Trump, it's like this, the market's been like up and down. But this is what they're making. Guess what? This is coming to a neighborhood near you. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. The cops are going to have these and they're going to force you to blow. And once they force you to blow, if they come back and they say, yo, you high on weed, they're giving you either a ticket or a jail sentence. One or the other. And this is coming. You see, even this guy's white right here. I bet he's in Denver, Colorado. They don't care. They don't care about your skin color. They're coming to take your money and your freedom away. So you got to be careful. Big Brother's everywhere. They don't care about licenses. What they'll do is they'll lie about the amount that you got. You can't trust these people. These pigs are liars. They pulled me over and they say they smell weed. And I was like, you're a fucking liar. I never smoked weed in my entire life. Liar. So my thing is, be prepared. It is coming. And that's the reason why I invested in the company, because I knew that this was going to be big. I knew it. I got the 15 cents. I'll never stop talking about that. I made so much money off of that shit, and we're still up. We're still 91 cents. But when it went up to 261, most of you never even heard of these people, because you got to remember, while you're asleep, they're planning. They're planning something. They plan to come after you. They always plan to come after you. Somehow, some way, they coming after you. One way or another. They trying to take all your money. So you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. Look at that. They got a fucking app for the breathalyzer. They got a breathalyzer and they got an app on your phone. And all you got to do is blow the wrong number and you're going to end up like Sandra Bland hanging in a prison cell. And they're going to lie and they're going to say you did it to yourself. Liars. That's what they are. Liars. Let me tell you something. This Calypso Cooler is the shit right here. Look at that. You see that? This is how I relax on a Friday right there. I relax like Cuba Gooding Jr. This is how you relax on a Friday. You get yourself a nice Calypso Cooler. That's how you relax. Okay, so where was I? So anyway, Facebook's got this cryptocurrency coming, and you guys need to jump on the bandwagon. Oh, no. Okay, Juan. Okay, I'm not a father. I was afraid that I could be, but I'm not. And the reason why is because I guess I just got lucky, because the problem is my pullout game sucks. But don't worry. Listen, I'm going to be spending this summer. I'm going to be in the Philippines again this summer. And I'm also probably going to Bali. You know what Bali is? So this summer, you can look forward to it. July 3rd, wheels are up on Philippine Airlines nonstop from here to Manila. I'm getting the fuck out of here because as soon as it gets hot in America, all of a sudden, that's when the school shootings and the workplace shootings start. I'm getting out of here. I'm going overseas, and I'll be doing a couple of travel videos, maybe a couple of I'll do one like as I'm leaving. I'll do one when I get there, or because there's no transfer because I'm going straight there. I have a condo in Quezon City. Got a condo, and I'll be staying in the condo all of July. I've got a pool, kitchen. Maldives is a place I would love to go, but right now we're planning to go to Australia next year. And see, this is Maldives right here. We're planning to go to Australia next year. So these are Maldives. When you look at photos like this, it makes you hate your life. But so don't be a fool, wrap your tool. I have to say, you're absolutely right. You are right. You absolutely are right. So anyway, Maldives, I think I might do either next year or the year right after next, but it might be next year. And the reason why is because if I go to Maldives, I'll use Emirates Airlines and I'll fly to Dubai first, and then I'll go to Maldives because it's only 4 hours away from Dubai. So Maldives is a lot like the Seychelles, Except when you go to, you got to understand, Maldives is different from Seychelles because Seychelles is an African country, right? Maldives is a Muslim country. So the rules, the laws, the Islamic laws are slightly different there. You're not going to Maldives looking for women like this. You got to bring your women to Maldives. You're not, if you go there looking for women, you're going to be disappointed. Maldives is not the place to look for women. Maldives is the place you bring your wife and you have a beautiful honeymoon. But this is not the kind of place you go looking for women. If you want to look for women, you either go to Thailand, like I just came back from, or you go to Philippines, or you go to Indonesia, or you go to Malaysia, or something like that. Any place that has not been touched by American liberal feminism. As long as they've not been touched by American liberal feminism. Fuck, I'm not going to the Dominican Republic. What are you, crazy? 8 people dead. Dominican Republic, they keep dying. What is this? Family announces death of baby cut from mom's womb. What? Yvonne Gialdal Lopez has been on life support since he was taken from the womb of his slain mother. What happened there? Infant baby was cut from Chicago mother's womb. What is this? Jesus Christ. The news, my God. What happened to it? The baby been on life support since April 23rd. Claimed she had given birth to a baby. She had a 24-year-old mother. But how'd she get killed, though? How'd she get killed? Somebody killed her. That's crazy. But anyway, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about, what was it? I'm here for something else. I'm here for... Oh, Dominican Republic. What the fuck is going on there? 8 people. 8 people dead. Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic deaths. Look at this. 8 people. Now they're asking the question, is it safe to travel to the Dominican Republic? They got missing white women. They got dead black people. It's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, I can't go there no more. I was in Dominican Republic in 2011. If you look in my videos and you look under my name, you'll see I have some Dominican Republic videos from... one of the tourist resorts, right? I can't go there now, man, because they keep killing people. The guy drank some gin and died. You got one of them swept out to sea by waves and died. It's like, I'm not going there. What, are you kidding me? I plan to live. I'm going to be on the plane. Wheels up, July 3rd, baby. Are these deaths connected? Well, on June 11th, the U.S. Embassy in the Dominican Republic released a statement saying they are actively working. Yeah, whatever. They said a connection had not been established except for everybody was American. That's the connection right there. Now, I don't know about if there were any Europeans dead. I don't know if there's any Asians dead. But all I know is all these people are American. It's like, I tell you, the Dominican Republic death list is starting to look like the 9/11 death list. It's growing so fast. This shit is insane. It's like, I'm not going there. I plan to live. No. It's like by the time we get up to 3,000 deaths, I'm sure the DR Republic police officers, I'm sure they'll have something to say by the time they get up to like 3,000 deaths. This shit is madness. So wait, one person, what is this? One person, what is this? A reaction to the Ram Mule running around? It might be a Dakota. Well, listen, the Ram truck has just been changed. So my guess is they're not going to change it too much more right now. And yeah, you're probably right. Who knows? The problem is you really don't know because sometimes they dress cars to look like other cars just to trick you and throw you off. You know, I'll just be happy when Jeep Grand Cherokee and Dodge Charger Challenger and, you know, the Chrysler 300 is pretty much dead because FCA is stupid. But, so anyway, it says her sister took a drink from the mini bar, took a shower, went to bed, and died. Like, what the hell? And then there's this one. It says David Harrison. It says an autopsy revealed Harrison had a heart attack and a pulmonary edema, which is caused by excess fluid in the lungs. Now, were you swimming and you got excess fluid in the lungs, or were you drowning in your own saliva? Like, that doesn't even make sense. And when you say excess fluid, was it alcohol in his lungs? Like, that doesn't make sense. And then, what is this? He was in the DR to attend his stepson's wedding. After falling ill, died 3 days later. Damn. I don't know if it's the pesticides. What it could be is it could be a combination of drugs and alcohol. Or it could be excessive alcohol. It could be alcohol poisoning. Maybe. I don't know. Problem is, the last person who died, she basically died because she drowned because she got swept out by waves. So that's not related to these things. These people either ate something or whatever. It could be pesticides, but I can't imagine that their pesticides are any worse than ours. I mean, they got glyphosate. Fucking Monsanto has glyphosate in our freaking cereal. And they found out that our cereal is poisonous because it's got Roundup in it. They're finding Roundup in everything. They got Roundup everywhere. It's like, my God, Roundup is everywhere. And that Roundup is some nasty shit. You spill that stuff on an insect, they die immediately. It's like when you watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and you remember when he opens up the dip, and what's Roundup? You don't know what Roundup is? Roundup is a chemical we use to kill weeds. And just about, it turns out it kills everything else, including people. So, if you remember Roger Rabbit when they dipped like the cartoon characters, this is Roundup right here. Like when you touch an insect with this Roundup shit, this stuff kills them immediately. Like it doesn't even wait. Poor insect falls on his back and he dies an excruciating death. I've seen it. This Roundup shit, they find this stuff right now. They're finding it in our cereal. They're like right here. Look at this. It says Monsanto. It's like 5.6 billion. They're finding this stuff in it's called, there's a specific chemical called glyphosate, and glyphosate is a herbicide, and this stuff is so powerful that it literally kills whatever it touches. And I've seen it. Get you some Roundup and spray it on an insect and watch them die like 3 seconds later. It's no joke. Stuff is dangerous, man. Stuff is dangerous. So basically, that, the whole point of this video is really to talk about Facebook's cryptocurrency and how, if you have any spare money, if you can get in early, once we know, yeah, I'm going away again, Corey. I'm going back to the Philippines. I'm going to the Philippines and probably Bali, Indonesia while I'm there, since it's a very close flight after you get there. It's like only like 3 hours away, tops. It's not very far once you get there. I think it's actually 2 hours, but I got to figure it out. Yeah, July 3rd, I'm headed back to Manila. Going to Manila, Philippines. That's where I'm headed. Yeah, the deviations aren't my fault. It's not my fault because I had the Calypso cooler right here. This is the reason why I deviate so much. Got that Seagram's Calypso cooler right there. And that's the second one. So anyway, yeah, so basically, if you got a little bit of spare money, you might want to get yourself some cryptocurrency from Facebook. Like, I hate Facebook. I really do. I hate cryptocurrency at this point. But even I know money when I see it. And I try to warn people. I'm like, yo, dude, buy this right now. Get this, sell this, whatever. And see if you can make yourself some extra money. Because, I mean, look at shit. Facebook, the money that I made off of fucking Bitcoin, I bought a goddamn house. You see that shit? I bought a fucking house, and I made a couple of videos buying a second house. I'm 37, and I got 2 houses. Most people who are 37, they're dodging their phone calls from Sally Mae and Navient because they owe student loans. I paid off my student loans 5 years ago. It's crazy. So, when I tell people about how to make some money, it's like, you got to pay attention. You got to get that information. You got to run with it. But I really think if you got a couple of bucks, I'm not telling you to put your shirt in there. I'm just saying, if you got a couple of bucks, I think you really might want to get in on this. You definitely might want to get in on this. Definitely. And as for Bitcoin, either you're in or you're not, but I don't know. Oh, July 3rd, okay. I'll just show you on Expedia. So I'm headed to Manila, Philippines. If you check my videos, you'll see that I made a video last year when I was in Philippines and South Korea. And if you check my videos, you'll see it. So I'm headed to Manila, Philippines. And I usually use Expedia for all my trips. I don't know if I mentioned that. I use Capital One Venture Card to pay for my trips. And then I use Expedia to book my trips. So let me just show you. I have a condo all ready for me. And I'm going to be there for the whole month of July. So I'm out of here. Believe me, I am out of here. America's too crazy for me during the summer. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna be over there searching for Scoot. Well, not really searching. I already found it, but I'm gonna be over there chilling, just chilling. No, Lunas, what do you mean? Did I get enough scooch in Thailand? You don't get enough scooch. There's not enough scooch to get. You need as much scooch as possible. What do you mean? Did I get enough scooch? What are you talking? I can't get enough scooch. This is 365 days per year scooch. There's no way to get enough scooch. What are you kidding? You must be kidding. So these condos are inexpensive, most of them. Now, I got a lovely, lovely deal, and I'm gonna have videos and everything to show you the place. But look at these places. Some of these places, if you were to go there right now, Juan, are you trying to get me in trouble? So anyway, if you were to go to this place right now, they got a nice pool and everything. These things are $44 a day. $44 per day. This got a kitchen, air conditioning, Wi-Fi, all of that. And this is right there inside Manila. Right there. And this is $40. And this is exactly how the people look, too. This is exactly how they look. When you get this, this is exactly what you see. All these young, hot, beautiful Philippine young girls coming from the provinces. And they can't wait to help you. They can't wait to have a good time. Look at this. Queen size bed. This is $44 a night. $48 per night for the bigger room. The studio price. Look at this. $50 a night. Now, I have a better rate than that. Look at this. You got the kitchen. Look at this. Kitchen, double beds, or you can have a queen bed, or you can have a king bed. Air conditioning. I mean, you can't go wrong. July 3rd, I'm out of here. July 3rd. And if you go to an American hotel, shit, you pay like $100 a night and you get nothing. In fact, they be spitting on your bed and they call the cops on you if you're black. And then next thing you know, you end up on the news, be like, yeah, somebody called the cops on me because I'm black. All I tried to do was sign into the bed and breakfast, those bastards. And that's the thing. But when you come here, look at this. Look at this. Let's look at the cheapest. Let's look at the cheapest hotel you can get with all this stuff. The cheapest. Look at this. $18 per night. 18. Look at that. 18. It's got the swimming pool. Look at this. Got the swimming pool, kitchen, queen size bed. I was going to take this one. In fact, I was going to take this one, but the problem was it wasn't where I wanted to be. This one was called the Charming Couples Condo. Look at these pictures. So basically, you're renting out a little condo. You got the queen size bed. You got the water cooler right there. Look at that. You got the bathroom. Because, I really liked my hotel in Thailand. I really liked it. It was called At Ease Saladang. I liked it. Very nice, very lovely. And look at this. You get a television with shitty wiring. Like, they didn't hide the wires. Those lazy fucks. They were supposed to put the wires behind the wall, but they didn't. They did the cheap-ass wiring job. So anyway, you got towels. You got more towels. And I think they showed a pool somewhere. I don't know where they showed a pool, but this place does have a pool. And then they also have a condo, one bedroom. This is 18. So basically, for $18 a night, you get these. Look at this, $18 a night. This is $18 a night. You get the pool. Look at this. You get the waiting room for the guests. Kitchen in your room. You got the little television with the shitty wiring because in Asia they don't hide the wires because they're too lazy. Look at that. $18 a night. When I was in Thailand, I think I was paying about $25 a night for my hotel room. I think it was either 25 or 24. I can't remember. Why are you there for a month? Chi, I'm there for a month to get the scooch. I'm going to be relaxing. I'm going to be drinking every day and relaxing, having pina coladas and scooch all day long. That's why I'm over there for a whole month. To get away from this crazy-ass country and be over there. All I got to do is pay my mortgage right before I leave, pay both my mortgages, then jump on that plane. It's wheels up, July 3rd, wheels up. So look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. You got a kitchen, got wine and everything. Look at that. Look at that. $18 a night. See, you can't get nothing like this in America. That's why I don't like traveling around here. I don't want to go to Hawaii. If you go to Hawaii, everything's twice as expensive. It's not worth it. Where's the thought juice? You don't know about the thought juice? Well, you need to look on the Walking Street videos on YouTube. I don't post enough of those. But believe me, when I'm there, I'll be posting some of those. So yes, look at this. And then look at, you get all this. You get the air conditioning, the room, bathroom, and then you get the pool. Look at that. $18 a night. $6,500 per year. You have to remember, the average Filipino person makes less than $7,000 per year. So when somebody who's from America goes to the Philippines, we can base it, if we're making top dollar, like let's say you have a job and you're making over $100,000 a year, you're a freaking king. The average person there, the average like cab driver raises their family on $5,000 a year or less. If you make $100,000 a year and you go there, you can live like a freaking king for only pennies on the dollar. But you could never do this shit in America because you'd go broke. They have a basketball court. This is $18 a day. Look at that basketball court. $18 a day. Look at that. You can play basketball all day long in that hot ass heat and then jump in the pool with the scooch. Look at that. That's how the buildings look too. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of people are retiring there. There's a lot of videos on YouTube dedicated to people who are retiring in the Philippines. I to tell you the God's honest truth, what is it? I could do it. Fuck it. The only problem is you have to live near the city because if you don't get great medical care if you live out in the countrysides. You want to live near the city. There's two things that the Philippines doesn't have going for it. One, actually, there's three things. They don't have good rail access between different parts of the country. They don't have a lot of banking services around the country, especially if you're international banking. And the other thing they don't have is they don't have excellent medical services. Now, if you're a person and you're retiring on a $30,000 or $40,000 pension, a place like the Philippines or Thailand is a place you should really look into going. Because if you go there, your money will take you far. But if you stay here in America, you ain't going to have shit. You're going to try to move down to Florida, and then you're going to get flooded out by the hurricanes every year on the year. Or you move out to like Texas or something where the tornadoes make you tornado bait white trash. You do not want to get chased by tornadoes. Because I watch the news, and I see these people getting drowned, and I see these people getting chased by tornadoes. That is not what you want. So... okay, yeah, well, some people like Texas. I'm not interested in going to... I haven't even been to Texas yet. I'm not interested in it. Too hot. Too many KKK members. I'm not interested in going down there. So, you have fun with Texas. I'm going to have fun in Southeast Asia with the scooch. So, this is the pool. They got a small pool right here. They got a big pool right here. This is $18 a day. $18 a day. Can you do this for... Could you afford this for $7,000 a year? Could you hand them $7,000 a year and live like this? Could you do it? Could you do it? Because I know I could. Could you live like this for $7,000 a year? Could you do that? Could you do it? Could you do it? I know you could. I know I could. Let me tell you something. If I could cash out of this motherfucker right now and live there for the rest of my life, you'd never hear from me again. I'd be over in the Philippines posting YouTube videos. City of Dreams, Manila. Look at that. Look at that. I'd be out of here. $18 a day. Embassy of the United States of America. When I go there, I might visit the U.S. Embassy again. I might. I did that when I was in South Korea. I went by the U.S. Embassy. You can see it in my videos that I made when I was in South Korea. But, yeah, this is it. This is what I'm talking... Oh, they got a Resorts World. I'll go there, too. I like Resorts World, but I don't really gamble. But, oh, no. One of my houses, John Warner, one of my houses is rented out. You see, here in New York City, it's getting very crowded because everybody who has a single-family house, what they do is they buy another house, just like I did, and then they rent out the first house, and they get enough money from whoever their tenants are in order to help them pay for the second house. Oh, somebody said, "What am I drinking now?" Look at this. I'm still waiting for this one to melt. I'm still waiting for this to melt right here. But then on top of that, I got this right here. Now I ain't gonna tell you about this right here. I ain't gonna tell you. This is not water right here. This is the badass right here. I ain't gonna tell you about that. Oh man. Oh, that's my Friday mixer right there. That's my Friday mixer. So anyway, could you live like this for $7,000 a year? Could you live like this for $7,000 a year? If you didn't watch my video that I made in the Philippines last time, you can, because it's still in my video feed. And so is the one from South Korea, and so is the one from Thailand. But goddamn, I want to get the fuck out of here. In fact, I don't know why I'm still here. It's 6:14. I got 15 or 30. I got like 18 days to go. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. Alex, if you're trying to troll me, understand something. My voice is worth money. The longer I talk, the more money this video makes. It's kind of ironic, but that's the truth. So don't ask me if my voice annoys me. You annoy me. But yeah, right, exactly. Don't even try to play games with me. So anyway, that's what it is. $18 a night. $18 a night. So when you want to get on a real vacation, don't go to the Caribbean. Take yourself to Southeast Asia. Go to Thailand. Go to Philippines. Go to Malaysia. Go to Indonesia. Go to Bali. Go to Cambodia. Go to Vietnam. Stay at the Caribbean's okay, and right now Dominican Republic's killing people left and right. So if I were you and you want to go on a nice vacation, go to Southeast Asia. Don't play around in the Caribbean because that place is trying to kill you. It's like if you go to Jamaica, you're going to get killed if you walk off the resort. If you go to Dominican Republic and you drink some gin or scotch, you're going to get killed by that shit in your refrigerator. You're going to wake up with fluid in your lungs. It's like you need a new type of vacation. You need to do what I do. Hop on that plane, take yourself to Dubai, take yourself to South Korea, take yourself someplace else. But I think you need to get away. I think in order for Americans to really rest and repair themselves, they need to get away from here for a little while. How old am I? I'm 37. 37. Highly accomplished 37. But yes, I'm 37. That's right. 37 years old. So that's what I suggest you do, guys. That's what I suggest you do. So I'm out of here. I am out of here. What is this, Bali? So I have to look also for a place. Yes, you got to get away from the fake news. Got to get away from the fake news. Any of you can do it. You're talking, like, look at these places. You can rent this shit for $4 a night. But we don't want to go that cheap. We don't want to go that cheap. Look at these places in Bali. Look at this. Look at what you can get. Look at this. $8. You can have a pool, bed. Look at this. $8 a night. Let's go up. Let's go make it higher. Let's go to $18 a night. Look what you get. Look at this. Look at this. Bali, look at this. Could you live like that? Could you pay these people $8,000 a year and live like that? I know I could. I'd be the fuck out of here. Oh my God, I'd be out of here. See, my girlfriend has property in the Philippines. So the thing about it is, if I wanted to go to her province and stay there, I definitely could. But this is how you want to live. Somebody sent me a super chat. Who's this? Yaramir Yagur, make that. Oh snap. Well, thank you, Yaramir. I'll tell you this. First of all, you're already a moderator, so I already. But listen, I was serious about the people who've supported me with donations because you know me, I don't really ask for money, but I do intend on making some T-shirts, and when I make T-shirts, the people who I know have supported me, like there's a couple of you guys, like Mission Flyer and Get Social Butterfly. There's a couple of you guys. I know I have to look through my records, but I actually had an idea. What is it called? I had an idea for some T-shirts, and when I finally make them and I make a run of them, I'm definitely giving you guys who've supported me, even though I never asked you guys for support, but I'm definitely going to give you guys a free T-shirt just to say thank you. And right now, I'm still in the planning phase because let me see. I'm going to look up my design. I have a design that I started putting it together because this was the design that I was making right here. This was the design. And hold on. Yeah, so the thing about it is this was a design for a shirt that I was trying to make. Now, these Hellcat emblems are actually going to go on the sleeves. Oh, snap. This guy's still giving me money. Hell yeah. Okay. So, this Hellcat emblem right here is going to go on this sleeve, and this Hellcat emblem right here is going to go on this sleeve, right? And I was trying to decide how I should make this, like if I was gonna do it with like that, and I was trying to figure out whether or not I should put anything on the back, like maybe I put the YouTube symbol on the back or something. But I wasn't really sure. But the problem is I have a symbol for my channel, and if I were gonna use a symbol, I would like to put that somewhere, like maybe I'd put that like right here. But I haven't really figured out the design that I want to make for my shirts. But what I will say is this: when I do get my ideas together and I do launch a shirt, because I want to launch a shirt, maybe even a hat. I don't know how I want to do it. I have to look this over. But when I do it, definitely the people who supported me, especially you guys who've given me like lovely donations that I didn't even ask for because you just wanted to. I'm giving you guys a shirt for free. So eventually I'm going to reach out to you and I'm going to ask you to give me your addresses and ask me to give you your contact names and phone numbers. And when I reach out to you, you just have to give me that information and I'm going to get a rung of these things made. And the first couple of people, I'm giving you just a shirt. I'm just going to give you one for the support, just because you supported me. But still, right now, I'm still in the design phase because I haven't decided exactly how I want to do this. But you can bet that it's coming. Alex, are you trying to fucking piss me off? Are you trying to piss me off? I heard, yeah. No, I heard you. Why are you trying to piss me off? What are you? Am I lonely and fat? I got a Filipino scooch. How the fuck am I lonely? I got Filipino scooch. I've got some others I'm not going to talk about here on live camera. But what I will say is this: you must be trying to upset me. That must be what it is. You're trying to upset me or some shit. But anyway, once I get my ideas together, I'm definitely making a run of shirts. And my top 10 supporters, I'm going to give off a free shirt. So this is where I am right now. And I haven't decided what I want to do as far as the back. I haven't decided what I want to do. I haven't decided. Because, see, I could just easily change these emblems into demon emblems. Or I could just use the emblem for my channel. And I just haven't decided what I want to do. I could mix and match. But, yeah, I don't know. First of all, Josiah, driving in traffic in Manila is like suicide. If you can't drive there if you're a foreigner. It's too dangerous. Like Manila has like the most dangerous traffic I've ever seen. They have very few traffic control devices. They have very, very few of them. And when you're driving up and down the street, traffic is insane. It's freaking chaos all day long. It's amazing anybody drives anywhere there. But no, I would never drive in the Philippines. I wouldn't do it. You can't take your red eye to those countries. No, your car would be destroyed. Somebody would hit you in the bumper every day. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. It's too dangerous. Your car would literally be destroyed. Can't do it. Absolutely can't do it. So, yeah. So that's where I am, basically. That's where I am. So, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make the shirt. And okay, so you're asking about how to invest in Facebook coin. Right now, my idea would be that Coinbase, like you see my Coinbase, my idea right now would be that Coinbase, if Facebook starts having the coin, Coinbase should carry that coin. Problem is, for right now, I don't think Coinbase offers that coin. So Global Coin, you're gonna have to purchase it. How, like for instance, what you do, like you go, how do I buy Global Coin? How do I buy Global Coin? Right? I don't know if, yeah. They're like, how to buy Global Coin. Look at this. Okay, I guess that makes sense that we talk about that in this video. How do you buy Global Coin? Now, I'm pretty sure that Coinbase and Coinbank websites should offer it. But it says buying Global Coin is very easy these days. If you want, you can use Cash Card, even PayPal. However, you still need to follow a few steps. Buy Global Coin with credit card or debit card. Keep your Global Coin secure with hardware wallet. So I'm guessing they're talking, like, I'd rather use Coinbase if I was going to do it. How to buy Global Coin with a credit card or debit card. No matter what people say, it's easy to buy it. Buy Global Coin. Oh, buy Bitcoin or Ethereum at an exchange you like. Transfer Bitcoin or Ethereum to exchange that supports Global Coin currency. See, this is the problem. What I've noticed is there's some websites that try to force you to sell your Bitcoin into the other currency that you're looking for. Now, the problem with that is if Bitcoin's value continues to go up and you buy something that has lesser value while Bitcoin continues to go up, that means that you've actually lost because what you've done is you've given up a currency that was appreciating in order to get a currency that may or may not appreciate. So my thing is, if I were you, I would buy it using cash. And if you buy it using cash, you don't have to risk your Bitcoin if you happen to have Bitcoin. Create an account with Coinbase. That's what I was talking about, whether or not Coinbase would have it. If Coinbase offers you the ability, verify the Coinbase account. Yeah, if you can buy, oh no, see, they're only talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, right? Now I know I have Litecoin left over. I have a lot of it. But the thing about it is I don't want to transfer Bitcoin to buy Facebook's global coin. So they call it GLC, right? So my recommendation for you is that you wait until you find a service that accepts. See, look what it says. It says you cannot buy global coin with cash. Even if some ATMs support global coin, they are less than 1% of all cryptocurrencies. Right now, you can't buy it with cash, and you also can't buy it directly with PayPal at this time. My recommendation is that if you have Ethereum, you can short your Ethereum to buy global coin. But I wouldn't short Bitcoin to buy global coin. I wouldn't do it. So to me, that kind of doesn't make sense because to me, you'd be giving up a currency that's probably worth more. That doesn't make sense to me. So it says, can you mine? Now, right here, you see this? I'll probably add this page to this video that I'm making, and you can go here and you can look at everything that it tells you to do about buying global coin if you want to buy global coin, right? Me personally, I would not trade Bitcoin in order to do it because that's a bad idea. How do people use Bitcoin? People can use Bitcoin to purchase things, but right now, Bitcoin doesn't make sense to buy anything with. Right now, the smartest thing to do if you have Bitcoin is to hold on to it until the value goes up, if it goes up, and then sell it when the value goes up. That's the smartest thing you could do. If Bitcoin hits $10,000, which I don't know if it will, it might, it probably won't. Because right now, the only reason why it's going up is because of Chinese investors and investors who are afraid of Trump's tariffs. But that's the reason why it's been going up within the last couple of months. Now, my recommendation is if it hits 10,000 and you already have some, I would sell. But you just don't know. The problem is you really don't know where it's going because all of this stuff is contingent on economic issues such as what's going on in the White House. And right now, Trump's White House is chaos. So you really, really just don't know. So my thing is, it's like if I had Bitcoin, I'd be holding my Bitcoin. I wouldn't trade it. And no mining. Nobody mines anymore because at this point, the Bitcoin, the code for Bitcoin at this point is so long that at this point it's not economic for you to mine it anymore. So people have given up buying graphic cards and making supercomputers in order to mine it in their house. Like even this computer. As you know, I have two of these computers right here. I've got this one, and I have one that's exactly like this, and it's a coin miner. I don't mine coin anymore because it doesn't make sense. It's like you run out of electricity money. You're paying more money for electricity than you're paying. And when you've got a computer, look at this computer. When you've got a computer that uses this much power, because this thing is a very powerful computer. If you're using a computer that's this powerful, it runs so much electricity that it really doesn't make sense because you'll end up using more power than you actually earn in money. So that really doesn't make sense, especially even this monitor. I mean, this thing's a powerful monitor. This thing uses a lot of electricity. So basically, that's what I wanted to talk about today, and it looks like I've had a very successful video. I've talked for damn near 70 minutes. I went over an hour. Amazing. I sat here and talked for 70 minutes. This is easy for me. This is easy for me. I love this. But I usually don't do the live feeds that much because if I do it, it's like, I want to have something specific to talk about or whatever, trying not to meander a little too much. So there's still 27 people here down from 50, so I guess they had to go do something, whatever. That happens, I understand. It's the middle of the day. And it's also a Friday. You got to get your scooch on. So basically, thank you everybody for joining me. And hopefully when Global Coin gets fully announced, hopefully everybody is going to get in on that Global Coin. You're going to be able to buy yourself some Global Coin. And I'm pretty sure that whatever value you buy it, I know it's going to go up. I know it's going to fall down, but it's going to steadily go up again because it's linked to Facebook. That's the key. It's linked to Facebook and it's propped up by the US government. So I recommend you get in as low as you can go, get in as low as possible, and just ride that bitch till the wheels fall off. And I'm pretty sure you give it 1 year. After 1 year, you're going to see return. The only downside is the government's going to tax you for capital gains, and you're going to have to announce your cryptocurrency on your next tax return. They're going to take a lot of it from you. So my recommendation is if you do buy into it, don't spend any of it until you know how much your capital gains tax is. Otherwise, you could end up underwater and owing more money than you actually made. Because you know the U.S. government doesn't fuck around.